something that this has it. Just count from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, we all know what this one is, right? Which is yoga. I'm sure you all have some exposure of yoga. But what we know all about yoga is the exercise, or the postures, or the stretches, right? But is it really what it is, or there is something more to it? So let's find out. We'll go to the history of yoga. So, a sage in India called Patanjali invented yoga, and that is before about more than 2,000 years ago. And he defined as 8 steps. As you can see, there are 8 steps: yam, niyam, asanas, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. Now, from these, I think most of you are familiar with 2 steps. One being the asanas, which is number 3, which is the exercise I just did. And this number 7, which is dhyan, which is meditation, which most of you might have heard about it. But then how there are 8 steps, and what is the goal of this one? So let's go over each of them. The first 2 are yam and niyam. They are the principles of life. So they are the principles of good conduct, and yam will help the person or practitioner to be in sync with the cosmos or the outside society or any objects, or maybe to be at the harmony of the outside world. And niyam will help to be in sync with or in harmony with yourself, with the own self. That brings to the 3rd step, which is asanas, of course, the exercises. Now, of course, there will be a benefit of being healthy, but at the same time, the goal for this one is to be at ease with your own self, with your own body. And that will help in the other steps. So each step is a prerequisite for its next one. So the next one comes as the pranayama, which is the breathing exercises. Now it is said that mind and the breath are really connected. So if your breath is not regulated, your mind is oscillating or vibrating. So this step, the practices in this step will help you control your breath, and that way your mind will be calm and quiet. Now, when you have your mind and your body under control and completely stable, the next step is pratyahara. Now, even though everything is under control, we have these 5 senses that bring the information in, which is seeing, tasting, hearing, smelling, and touch. And basically, these senses are there for our survival, and of course for pleasure. But we sometimes overuse or abuse these ones. For example, I might feel like overeating or oversleeping some days. So controlling these senses will help you the withdrawal of the senses, and that will help you getting less distracted from the outer world. So combining all of these things, we come to the step number 6, which is called dharana. And dharana is nothing but the concentration. So now you are at ease with your body and mind and your thoughts. You can just concentrate with the practices that are prescribed in here and not go around anywhere else. So once you focus in these practices, the next one is the dhyan, which is the meditation. Now, when I ask people around me, those who are really practitioners, and I ask them that, how difficult it is to meditate. And if you have any exposure from that, you might say that it's really out of 1 to 10, it's really difficult. You can't even, meditate, right? So, I mean, you cannot just meditate because there are 6 steps, so you have to go through all the steps just to be quiet and be at ease, right? Also, one needs to know what really meditation is. So, as far as my understanding and what I have experienced so far, meditation is a state of mind of thoughtlessness. But you can't tell your mind not to think, because that's also a thought. So you go into the cycle, right? So usually when you see the practices that are prescribed in the true world, they go with steps 6 and 7. So you are asked to concentrate on something, whether it is a statue of a god, or if it is your own breathing, or it could be just the sound. And once you concentrate enough, you automatically will lead to meditation. This is with intense focusing. So meditation is not forceful, it just happens to you. And with the same thing, if you are meditating for long enough, that brings us to the last step, which is called samadhi. And samadhi is, it brings one concept, and all of you don't have to agree with what the belief is, but the real belief is this, that we all have a soul. And my soul is different from hers, my soul is different from yours. But in reality, it's not the case. That's what they believe, that all our souls are just in one big cosmos or consciousness, that's what they call it. Whether you call it God or cosmos or consciousness, whatever it is. But then, why don't we feel that way? We never feel that I am the same as that person, or I am this person, or I am that mountain, or I am that tree. Or so the yoga practices are actually meant so that you get back to this connection with the cosmos. So that's actually the real definition. I haven't been to that stage yet, so I can't tell much about it, but I have heard the practitioners, or those who have achieved, I have seen their interviews, and they really explain, saying that their own boundaries are not here. The boundary really expands. And that feeling is so amazing, and it's just perfect bliss in life. And that brings us to the last thing, is yoga. What really it means is union. And union is to unite with the cosmos. That's the real definition